close, and I think we're good. So I'm gonna hop right into the stream today as soon as Twitch tells me that it's actually live. Twitch, are you live? There we go. Awesome. That was weird. Twitch was deciding it didn't want to do anything. So, all right, cool. Going into the build for the Lego X-Men Mansion. As you can see, and as I mentioned on the show this week in the podcast recording, base that is right. Nope. There. She's doing the reverse camera on this is actually stupid. But the base is really boring to build, so I'm going to do... I already skipped that part, but I have to build Iceman. So I'm just going to move over here. And like I said, picking up, just doing the Bobby Drake build. And this one... Bobby, and then he had two different icicles. We had one that was like a double burst icicle, and one that's a single one that go on Bobby's hands. We got the little grippers for him to use. And Bobby Drake. Move Bobby out of the way. And also, I'm not going to show the full final build on today because it is in a display case that has other stuff, and I don't really want to candidly deal with that while going through a live stream. But we have this bag ready to rock. If anybody pops in, can you let me know, how's the audio? Is the music too loud? And is the microphone okay? Just let me know if you don't mind. Probably should have posted the Instagram post that I'm live right now. I'll do that really quick. I'm waiting for people to join. Okay, cool. Alright, now we're doing this until we complete. I was going to do this and open Spider-Man Magic the Gathering cards, and then I realized I didn't want to split the stream into two, so I'm going to have to save my Magic cards for later in the week, which, I'm not going to lie, a little bit painful waiting on that, but I'll deal. Try to do this so you guys can always see what I'm doing and where my hands are during all this, because it's hard to actually do it on screen. is the back of the house right now. Colors are always just like slightly off what they actually are. I don't know why. I'm not colorblind, it's definitely the color is off. Turning it. Yep, like I said, the cornerstone that's in here is just completely hidden. It is completely hidden in the entire build, but you know it's there, and that's, I mean, that's the definition of like an Easter egg, right? It's like you know it's there even if other people are unaware of it. Gonna be Wolverine's bedroom? Is this gonna be sad Wolverine's bedroom? That's where I really want this to be right now. Okay, now we have three, two, three, and two. Just putting down flooring, the most exciting part of Lego builds. Flooring, which is barely this different color compared to the other floor. Okay, now a bunch of little ones again. Oh, hey Landshark, how's it going, dude? Apology, I didn't see you pop in. You might be the first chatter today. How's the audio? Does everything sound okay? Couldn't hear me clearly. Okay, let's see. Let's turn the mic. All right. Is that any better? The closer the mic you get, the better. Okay. If I just project like this, is that okay? I could also turn down the background music if you think that's making a difference. Let me just proactively lower the background music. Turn your volume. I don't want you to have to turn your volume up. I want it to be easy for you to listen to me. So, that any better? I wonder if my mic settings are just low. Monitor. Alright. Hopefully that's good. I'm looking at the levels on the screen. It looks like it's okay. So, fingers crossed that's better for you. It'll do. Okay, I'll have to figure out how to fix that between streams then, because I wish it was better for you. How have you been, by the way? Turned up hyper solo cast mic that can move around. Yeah, usually that's the same mic I always record with, so not sure why it's being finicky today. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Okay, and I have to add a sticker to this one. It's a 6 is a travel magazine sticker. That one right there. Since that's I think that's supposed to be a mountain in Japan. I'm assuming this has got to be Wolverine's room. I'm also running out of rooms for this to be, so it's got to be Wolverine's room. Okay. Looks like I'm going to build a bookshelf. Just a single piece. Great instructions, guys. Okay. 9. Who's number 9? Got a big sticker on this one. Okay, that's on the outside, and on the inside is 36. Maybe this is Beast Ring. Okay, definitely didn't put that in evenly, it's fine. Not like I'm ever going to see inside this thing again, right? Full block there. Now the windows. Goes right into the corner there. 2 spots on the side. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now, always ever intense to have a bunch of wall pieces that nobody can ever see the details on. Tall ones. And then 1 side bricks. As I knock stuff around. Great. Dark one with this little weird slot in it. 2 of those next to each other. It's gotta be a door, right? Oh no, it's like a shelf. Looks like it's the same on both sides, so. Oh no. Not the same on both sides. Come out. Okay, so one side has 32. And the other side has 33. light, maybe? That helps. So I think it's like a chalkboard for Beast. I'm just going into the assumption that this is Beast's thing. Beast related in some capacity. Really, genuinely have no idea what I'm building right around this. And that has sticker 28 on it. It's 28. And it's a Professor Beast vibes. There we go. Oh yeah, because Beast is not actually in this set. The Beast I have is from a blind bag set. So that moves. Okay. Interesting. Two of these ones. To lock it into place. Again, it moves. Which is interesting because I literally can't lift that piece anymore. What's the point of that? Like, yeah, I literally can't lift it. That's weird. Final Fantasy TCG. So specifically the Final Fantasy one, not the Magic Final Fantasy, correct? Yeah, the TCG, not MTG. I saw those when I was at LA Comic Con this weekend, past weekend. Didn't get a chance to pick them up, but what's the style of the game? Like, what's it play like? Cool. Now we're making desks, I guess. Alright, that's a pretty cool design for a desk. The Gunslinger series. When you say the Gunslinger series, is that a like an expansion from it? I don't know a lot about that game in particular, to be honest. Those are pretty cool chair setups. Okay, so this one's a classroom, end of the day. Got it. Alright, and of course, always extra pieces. Those go into a little bucket. Now, on to bag 20 of 24. 20. A lot of tiny pieces in this set today. Okay, so you're turning me around. 2, 3, 4. That's a little globe they gave me. Alright, trying to do this in a way that you guys can see. So the globe is going into corner of the room. Which is great because it has me building on the other side of the wall too. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate you. Welcome to everybody who is coming through from Jordan's stream. I am building a Lego X Mansion. What were you guys watching on Jordan's stream? Was she doing Hades? We're just chilling over here today with this mansion build. This is the room we currently got going on. It is a classroom in the X Mansion. Lots of pieces in the set are just to build walls at the end of the day. It's the 26 booster in the line of many series of different Gunslinger. The Abyss is the 26. Wow, so the Final Fantasy TCG has had 26 expansions at this point already? That's wild. I didn't even know it was that big. Pretty much. Wow. That's crazy to me that it's that many expansions and like I'm not a hardcore TCG guy, but I feel like I would have heard about it at some point. For 26 expansions, I'm way behind. It's kind of embarrassing. Cool. And now continuing to just like seal up the room so where I'll never be able to get into it again with the wall. Oh look, this page is just build a corner to further seal in the room. It came out in 2016 and I've just been completely ignorant of it for that long. Well, I suck. Which Final Fantasy is it based off of? Is it like any of them in particular, or is it like stuff from 7, stuff from 6, stuff from 4, stuff from 13? Like, what's that vibe like? Okay, now covering up the wall further again. I really got to fix the wide camera shot next time I stream, because that is definitely bigger. Goes up from Opus 14 before actual names of the boosters. Got ya. Oh, sorry, I got a notification on Streamlabs. Let me just check that really quick. Okay, that's nothing actually important. Good. Just making sure. More windows. More walls. And let me guess. Yep, more windows. Alright, this is the least exciting bag possible, I feel like, right now. I apologize to those who are joining for the first time and you're watching me build just walls and windows in this set. Trying to get through it as quickly as I can for the more fun stuff. There's going to be hedges, though, looks like. Not that anybody actually would get excited over hedges, but they're going to happen. Okay. Alright, and then 21, which looks like a blackboard. I don't know if that's going to zoom in properly. My hand's making it stupid. But it's a sticker with Wolverine flying the blackbird and saying whoosh. That goes into the corner of the room. And as expected, I get to build another corner piece because they love building corner pieces in this building. I have an order on Opus 3. Oh, ad is about to start. I will respond when that ad is done, because that's awkward to talk during. For those of you who didn't get the ad in front of it, that is nice that it actually warns me now, because it used to not do that. Mess that up at some point. Okay. I'm assuming we're back from the ad now. Order Opus 3 and 4, so hoping to get some of the other ones as well. Got it. Like, are you a big Final Fantasy like guy in general, and that's what got you into it? Like, just curious what made you make the leap on that game in particular. Get these little piping ones to fill in the corners like always. Okay, that looks like a shelf of some kind that we're building here. That's like a weird lip overhang thing. Same thing. Now more overhangs. It's like the weirdest combo of pieces that all will make sense when it's done. Until then, looks really freaking weird. See? It ends up being smooth at the end of the day, but it's like journey to get there. Okay. Alright. Now 14. Whatever is 14. 14 is a little one. Medical science book. Okay. So this is just a bookshelf at the end of the day. I should have known that because this is pretty similar to the library build I did in the past, which I used as a library for Agatha actually. Okay, another yellow one, and then this is a sticker that says Creole with a little chef's hat. That's obviously a nod to the Gambit and Jean Grey fight in the kitchen from the Christmas episode of X-Men, the animated series. Doing that twice, I guess. Yep, this is bookshelf. That bookshelf just goes right into the wall here on the inside. Cool, and then I get to make more windows, or yeah, more window spots. Alright, and then we got one, those two. Dots. They put a spot next to the grating for it, like, so thoughtful. I guess when you're designing a Lego set, everything just needs to be with intent for it to work out. Another set of windows. I gotta be getting close to being done with windows on this place, I feel like. Okay, that in the center. One. What is going to be in this little corner over here? That's what I'm genuinely curious about. Also, shout out to the people who have been hopping in. Appreciate you. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 3. Like, what goes in that little spot? Because this is the front yard, right? Yeah, it's the front. I think it's the front. Then what the hell is this? No, this is good. I don't know. Alright, now we're going to start sealing some stuff in on the top. Yeah. turret or something here. Yep, another turret. Because right in there. Okay. Bag 21, which I had inadvertently ripped open previously, but I was smart enough to not let everything fall out of the bag. Oh, and we get to build the next minifigure with this. Looks like I'm building it separately than the main floor, so I could actually move that out of the way for a second. Okay, so we're building Bishop here. Let's grab all Bishop's parts. Including his big gun. Would help if I could find his head, though. There's the gun. Well, that's part of a gun. It's not even the full gun. Seriously, I cannot find his head right now. It's got to be under something. There's no way it's missing. Don't tell me they left out Bishop's head in this. That would suck. There it is. It was under that thing. I knew I didn't want to jump to a conclusion, but all right. We have energy burst face on Bishop. They went with the 90s hair on him. All right, now I have to make his gun bigger. Bishop's giant gun. We have this stand piece. Got it. So that's how Bishop stands, apparently. And then he just gets thrown to the side because they don't tell me what to do with him. Okay, so I think this is finally Logan's room. So start building that out. Okay, it literally changes color between the 2 pages. Somebody had a printing error. Okay, 5 flat. 2 olive. 2 black studded. 2 gray. 1 brown. 1 like that. 2 with the peg in the middle. Alright, so now we're going to throw carpet onto Wolverine's floor, I'm assuming. And now the hallway gets its carpeting. Okay, hallway carpet's done. Oh, there's all those little pieces scattered so that way when you position stuff, there's something to latch into. That makes a ton of sense. See, that little spot is where like Bishop can hook onto and stuff. Hey, we get to do my favorite thing, which is building corners. Okay, so if that's our room, that's the corner right there. Cool. Okay, now we're going to build another wall that is going to just be there, I guess. Alright, more windows. Did I forget to give Bishop a flashy thing in his hand? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Bishop also apparently gets one of those in his hand. One of those right there. Another corner. So many corners. Hey, yes. I do need a better Lego cam setup because my HD webcam that was here died. So right now the HD one is all the way up there, and I can't rejigger the entire computer for it. And also, no worries about caps. How were you doing? Were you streaming Disney before you popped over? It's okay. I hadn't streamed in a while, so it's not a huge issue. It was an older webcam, so it just finally decided to give out on me. Dream snap with the chat. Nice. I still haven't played that game. I know I probably should and would like it, but I haven't played it yet. I'm assuming that's where his sword is gonna go. I think I like it. It's relaxing. Lots of furniture and outfits. Okay, good to know. Lately I've been playing, because I worked on it transparently, but I've been playing Borderlands. That's been taking up most of my attention lately. So it's kind of the opposite of Disney, I feel like. Just like the energy and that inherent anger built into the game. But it's fun though. Like legit, like not only because I worked on it, but it's genuinely a very fun game. So that part helps. So I've definitely worked on game launches that did not ever play them after. So, and then one of Logan's many liquor bottles gets to sit in the corner of his room, right there. Does a lot of inner child storylines, get you in the right gut. Definitely different from Borderlands. Yes, I assume it would be a very different vibe on that side. Okay, now gonna make Logan's bed. I feel like this is going to be so many pieces for something that's going to end up looking super simple at the end of the day. And they're going to do the thing where they use like colors that you don't see as a way to like give you the heads up that stuff is going to look different. Like there's no need for that piece to be blue in the center. Also, I don't think those are the right colors for Logan's bed. Yes, they have the little picture. I haven't applied it yet, but I see it is one of the stickers on the side. So I will show you when I apply it. And that's his little pillow. Logan got a fancy bed. They're literally having me build him a headboard and everything. Yeah, they put a lot of really good Easter eggs into this set, I will say. I mean, it's a ton of pieces, so it makes sense, but lots of really good Easter eggs in it. Cool. In the headboard. There we go. Alright. Cool. So we got his bed, his liquor bottle, and his sword so far. Isn't he? He's like 5'3". I don't think he's a straight 5 foot, is he? You might be eye level with him. Wait, is this a second bed? Is he sharing a room with somebody? That's now weird. Why am I building a second bed? Whose bed is it? Now it's way out of canon. On even days, he switches. It's really weird that there's 2 beds in the same room. I cannot picture Wolverine sharing a bedroom with anybody. Maybe Nightcrawler? It's the only person I feel like he would trust. There's got to be like some little Easter egg that's gonna like show it to explain who he's sharing a room with, right? Okay, and then building another headboard. Okay. Bed number 2 goes in right there. And then we start adding in some more of the walls. know I jumped the gun. It's not supposed to be there yet. Okay, that's the right spot. Okay, and of course, extra piece left over because they always give extra weapons because they know kids are going to lose those. Make sure you follow the instructions. You'll find out. Yes, definitely. Okay. Bag 22. Bag 23 is going to suck, by the way. Bag 23 is literally just going to be the roof. So this is like the last exciting bag thing. This is also the one with a million little pieces, too. Oh, there's a swashbuckling sword. It's got to be Nightcrawler. Okay, that makes sense. If he was going to have a roommate, that's who his roommate would be. Despite the fact that there is not a Nightcrawler minifigure in any of the LEGO sets right now. Okay. First one, we have the comic book cover. I'll show you guys in a second. But we have literally cover of X-Men #1 right there. And they just have us putting it on the floor. Sure, it's fine. All right. And where's the other flat piece? Here we go. This one is the infamous picture frame. Try that. Oh. Trying to do that in the mirror is really awkward, but yeah, it is the Scott and Jean infamous picture right there. And it's literally just sitting on the edge of Wolverine's bed. All right. Now, looks like a nightstand. Oh, we have, I like that. It's literally a pre-made boombox. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to even apply stickers to it. So, perfect. Then bubblegum. Not room with Jubilees. There's bubblegum? That's weird. Alright, and then like a little sort of nub with an action figure on top of it. Right there. And that is nightstand in the shared bedroom. And building another window. So so many windows in this building. Also, I just realized if you're watching on YouTube right now, I can't see the chat screen. So I apologize if I've been ignoring you because I just literally can't see it right now, the way that the screen is set up. So, okay. What I am going to do really quick, though, is just look because I think the music may be turned off at this point. So I can start that back up and also see the YouTube chat. No, that's still going. Nope, no YouTube chat. That's fine. I wasn't expecting YouTube chat anyway. Alright. Okay, and another set of windows, because more windows. In. Not seeing it. Not seeing the piece I need. We have Logan's hat, so there's that. Where is... It's a 4x1. You in the bag? No. That's not good. Well, shoot. Now I'm sorting pieces so I'm not missing it. It's a 4x1. It should not be that hard to find. It's not attached to that. Uh-oh. What I don't want to do is spend the entire rest of the stream searching for it, but I'm not going to keep building without it either. Like, because that's a 1x6. Did I accidentally put it in the wrong? I put a double on that one. That's why. That's my own fault. And of course, it's one of the pieces that's a pain in the ass to separate. Okay. There we go. We fixed it. We're good. Crisis averted. And now I get to make another corner as penance for my mistake. Okay, adding the corner to the room. There. The long one. And a twofer. Another set of windows. Two sets of windows. Two sets of two windows. Why is one of the like accessories a frog? Like, is that supposed to be like a Toad reference? Skip two. Do another one of these. Put that middle piece in between. Next to whomever's bed that is supposed to be. Alright, and now we get to build looks like a wall calendar, so number 3. So it is a calendar with Logan eating a hot dog, and it says Alkali Lake matched up on it, which people would know from, is that X2, I want to say? Okay. And now another corner. I think this is the last corner we have to build. Last corner of this whole freaking build. Alright, now just a big wall that has, not even graffiti, has posters on it. But it's the outside, so that's the back of the house then. So it has a Nightcrawler and a Dazzler poster on the back wall. Great. Quickest wall build ever. We love that. We love that. More of that. And then, what is that little piece? 1, 2, 3. Okay. See where that brings us. And then it just completely tells me to F off and just swaps to something completely different. Cool. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got these little silver ones. Got 2 of those, not all 3, only 2. like a computer lab. This is like a whole beast lab set up in the hallway, which seems really unsafe. Okay. Making a beast microscope, I'm assuming. Yep, this goes right in the hallway. Right. Okay, 15. With DNA strands for the legacy virus shown on it. And yep, that is just right in their hallway, right outside their bedroom. That's a plan. Okay, and then I guess because Beast is a mess, it's supposed to be a coffee spill. Got it. That is a coffee spill right there. That's why there was brown on the ground with no context. I think these are the last two window pieces, so I could finally be done with building windows on this freaking thing. Try not to swear on the videos worth Lego, because there is a chance a kid might end up watching by accident. Even though they shouldn't, and this isn't made for kids, it is entirely possible that a kid will find this. So. Okay. Okay, now we got a bunch of big parts to lock everything in. Doing this completely the wrong way that I do not recommend doing. Like throwing a piece into the middle of the room. Just ignore that mistake I made right there. It's fine. Okay. each side. That's all it is. Yep, 4 on each side. Okay, and now we get to add it to the rest of the build. Alright, now we get to make a dumpster. Okay. I don't know why we're putting an Indiana Jones hat, a pink, a nickel, and a sword in the dumpster, but they're there. Okay. And the frog is just chilling on the edge of the dumpster. And now that's the top dumpster. Now that dumpster is just chilling there. And we're done with that bag. Now it's time to build the roof, which the roof sucks. Stupid. Alright. Try and do this so I can see and you guys can see, including the piece I just threw off the edge. Literally can't see the piece I threw. Okay, I do have to get on the ground and find this because that's going to be bad. Hold on. Oh. There it is. Got it. And it's a weird shaped piece too, so it's not like it would have been an easy one to just swap out. Probably turn light off though. Final 2 bags left to go. This one, and I think the last bag is just literally building Magneto. So. And we used every sticker on that sheet. also has one of the little overhang things so you can latch a guy onto it. See, right there. I have to make 2 of these in a row. Do them at the same time. Shout out to the Extra Life social team who always likes my posts but is not able to repost them because it's charity for a children's hospital, and my posts always involve me drinking alcohol. So, yeah, I totally understand why those are not getting reposted. This is actually very hard to see. Oh, okay. The blue shows up like shit in this printout, just for the record. I swear I'm not blind, the blue is just not standing out well. There we go. I was right. That does go right there. Good instincts. Nope, messed that one up. That was just bad decisions all around. Okay, so we have 2, 1, 1. Should probably call it soon, but I'm gonna finish this. Just, I'm not paying attention the way I should be, probably. Making dumb mistakes. Just I'm getting impatient, ready for this to be done. Okay, 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I said, roof, least exciting part of this entire build. It's weird, some of those fit perfectly, others do not. Okay. There we go. Okay. They did make sure to put a second air conditioning unit in there though, so at least there's that. Alright, put these two roofy things. Roof things. Then I have to make another one of it. And then I get to repeat this whole thing one more time. I get to repeat it. Probably help if I start it properly first. Getting so close to finishing. When I have like good natural light, I'll take a bunch of pictures of this thing and throw them on the IG. Alright, this is the actual chimney. Cool. Chimney. Chimney goes there. Then we add these two little things to the front that just barely fit into place. What is that piece from? Why is there one little extra brown piece that I don't remember putting an extra brown piece in on? Oh, that was the safety nut from earlier. Okay. Alright, so we could add the roof to it. Cool. Bag 24, which is the last bag, which is just Magneto. It ends with just Magneto. It ends with Magneto and a bunch of positioning parts, it looks like. Like for diorama display, which I'm not going to do on the stream. Oh, this is a nice Magneto. It comes with a hard plastic cape. I dig that. Okay. Now he uses the little hand bits to be able to hold on to his magnetism. I can find the little hand bits. Everything here is clear. There it is. We have the second one, which is also clear. Makes it really easy to see all this stuff. There it is. We're gonna go with the illusion that he's on a like manhole cover or something like that. Okay, now we're building a tree for the front yard, which isn't even on this build, is it? Definitely did that wrong. Don't start falling off now. And where's that go? There. Yep, looks right. Okay, and now we need to build the sign, which goes over there. Mission complete. Very, very close. Okay. The last of the main stickers, which is the sign for the front of the school. Got the sign right there. And that goes... Move all this stuff over so you guys can see. It's going to go right there. Alright, now we have to build the street lamp. Which is being levitated by Magneto. Goes in that spot, like roughly there. Yep. And I think that's supposed to be a fire hydrant. Let's go with that. That piece does not exist over here. Oh, no, it's because I used the wrong one there. That's why. That's supposed to be clear over there. basically this is just a exploded fire hydrant at this point. Just going to drop every piece 3 times before I apply it. Okay. Alright, and here we want bishop, apparently. And these are all for positioning when I'm ready to put all the characters on. And I think that's actually everything I'm going to do for the stream, because everything else is just positioning. So I'm going to actually wrap it up now. Ugh. Appreciate everybody who stayed on with me. Let's see if we got anybody that we can raid into. Yeah, if you're hanging around, pop into Roxy's chat. Roxy is fantastic. So, awesome guys, starting that raid now. Thank you so much for joining. Always appreciate it. And we will let that kick off. 3, 2, 1, and raiding. And on YouTube, we are ending the stream.